All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry that I had to start another live stream there. We had a small break in the action where the screen paused on me, and so it stopped my live stream. And I've started another live stream now, and this is actually just in time for opening serve. Here it comes. Nice, strong opening serve by the Hendersonville Crusader, number 12. She puts it in a tough spot. It's got some fire on it. She's going to go for serve number 2. She jumps on this one. She gets it down. Lauren Pleasure gets it up, but out of bounds, and so we're going to go down 2-0 on the early going. Number 12's got a pretty vicious serve. She's put 3 in a row over on the Lady Mustangs. The score is 3-0, and we're trying to survive this early going serve here. Here comes another one. A jump, a strong serve again. And we don't get that one over either, so that's 4-0. Looks like our team just needs a little breathing room to get out of serve position number 1. We should be good to go. Ref kind of upset that substitution was made slowly. I'm sorry, quickly. She tells the other ref to hold off on the substitution so that she can give a chance to record it. But that delay allows the Hendersonville Crusader to get off her serve game, and she puts that one into the net. So we've managed to escape that. And wow, what a nice serve there by Jade Babcock. A nice jumping serve. Just had a lot of velocity, a lot of good placement. And Hendersonville had nothing to answer that with. And we've come back from 4-0 to make it 4-2. So we're 2 points away from tying this game. And there's yet another nice jumping serve by Jade Babcock. She's ready to show off that serve, and show it off she does. 4-3. We're now 1 point away from climbing back into that early slump. Another jump, another serve, strong but deep, but the libero plays it. It might have gone out, but she plays it back over. It hits the net. It hits the net area. It doesn't actually make it over the net. And Hendersonville doesn't realize to play it. And 4-4 we have it. Tie ball game. Jade Babcock serving 3 straight in a row, and this is her 4th. Boom. That hits the net. It bounces back this way. 5-4. Hendersonville lead by 1 point. Not looking forward to getting back to number 12 serve. She had the strongest serve I've seen from any of the Hendersonville players I've seen tonight, but I haven't seen all of this particular team serve yet. So here comes the second server. She's number 13. She's spinning the ball. Whistle's blown. That's an overhand serve, but not too strong. It hits. Unfortunately, comes right back at Eva Rickman. We might have been able to play it, but it came right back at the player that hit it. Unable to hit it a second time. We lose that point 6-4, and number 13 set up again. I think we can definitely field our way out of this one. It's up, but soft. That's played close to the net by Eva Rickman, but not close enough. Doesn't go over, and 7-4 is your score. UCA down by 3. That's going to hit the wall. That's going to hit the ceiling, but Katie's able to play that back over, and this one goes up. Jade Babcock with the set. Katie Couch with the nice spike, but the front row gathers it in and sets it back. Number 14 for the Hendersonville Crusaders hits it hard, but it doesn't go over the top of the net. Bounces in her own net, and we have another point. 7-5 your score. Johanna Green out, Lauren Pleasure in, and Addie Woodson at the serve position for the Lady Mustangs, and she gets an overhand serve. First serve of the evening for Addie Woodson, doesn't make it. 8-5 now. Hendersonville with a 3-point lead, and number 1 for the Hendersonville Crusaders back to serve. Number 1 has trouble with the ball. Immediately after serving, she's subbed out by the libero. And now we have Victoria Dreger coming to serve. Our libero subs out for Mary Counts. Mary Counts in the front row. And Victoria Dreger puts it high and deep on an underhand serve. This one's set up and comes over. Wow, nice play there by Mary Counts. Jumps up, hits the ball in the close end. Into a quick down play on the front side of the court. Unexpected, they don't even get a hand on that one. And the UCA is now down by only one. Victoria Dreger with a low serve just over the net. That's set up deep to the center of the floor and hard back. Victoria digs it out, and Jade Babcock gets it up, and Katie Counts gets it over. And that hits the ceiling, but it's back up again, and number 14 not able to play it back over. Lady Mustangs playing well on that volley. Especially that dig by Victoria Dreger to get that ball up and playable. And we got a bump set spike on what could have been a lost point. It's a tie ball game, 8-8. Victoria Dreger low, and a fairly decent serve as far as height goes over the net. They get it back in two. Jade Babcock hits the ceiling with it. Victoria Dreger plays it, and Addie Woodson plays it over with both hands. Ball's coming back over. Jade up, Katie with the set. Here comes Mary. She plays it over on a soft volley, and here comes the ball. Number 9 for Hendersonville had her back to our team and then tried to turn and hit at the same time. That's nothing doing. 9-8 now. UCA now has a lead. Victoria, this one's high and deep. The libero gets it. It's played to the front row, but it's not spiked, and it is out. Nice call by Coach Amber, who told the team, don't play that ball. That one's out. She saw it well. Out it was. It looks like, I think Hendersonville had taken that time out. I didn't see who took it, but I think it was Hendersonville. And Lady Mustangs now have a 2-point lead after starting down 4-0. Having a couple of spots of hesitancy, they now have a 2-point lead, 10-8 your ball game score. This will be a best of 5, best 3 out of 5. Lady Mustangs up by 2 in game 1. The timeout is over, and Victoria Dreger looking to add to that lead she gained after starting her serves. Well played, and rather than set that ball, number 3 tries to play it over slyly, but actually hits the top of her net, doesn't come over. And Victoria building a strong lead now, a 3-point lead. This is, I believe, her 4th serve. Here she goes again. That's low and to the front side. Number 3 plays it up. Number 9 plays it over. Victoria Dreger with the bump. Jade Babcock with the set. Lauren Pleasure with the play over the net. And this is coming back to us. Babcock now up. Pleasure with the set. And it looks like Babcock's going to back row spike it. Oh, my goodness. And she hits it. What a hit from the back row. I didn't see that coming when it hit. I thought it would go out, but the power was just perfect amount of mustard on that. Put it in the back row where they can't get it. And there was no hesitancy on that back row line judge. She called it immediately. That was in, and we have a 4-point lead, 12-8. Victoria Dreger deep. Ball's played up. This is a back row spike. Also a great hit, but UCA manages to field that. Addie Woodson gets it up, goes to the front row, a little too close to the net for Katie to get it up a second time. We missed that point. We now have a 12-9 ball game score, and number 3 for Hendersonville back to serve, and the serve she does, it comes just barely over. That was Eva Rickman diving for it, but it was just barely over the net. Good placed ball by the Hendersonville Christian number 3. She's going to try this again. This is another overhand serve. That comes quickly to Lauren Pleasure. And she's going to actually take it over for the 3rd time after Eva sets it for her. And this ball is coming back to the front row, and it's played over softly. Jade Babcock sets it up for Katie, who sets it back to her, and they play that one over. This one's coming up on a back attack. That was cleverly set up by Hendersonville to set it to the back of her set position. and the player snuck around to try to attack it from the front end, doesn't get it over. 13-10 is the score. It's a 3-point lead by the UCA Lady Mustangs. This is Kylie Gomez checking in for Mary Counts with Katie Counts at the serve. We're down by 2 now. I'm sorry, we're up by 2, and number 15 is going back to serve, and it looks like we're 2 spots away to getting back to that opening serve in number 12. Not looking forward to seeing her again. This is a pretty decent serve, actually, by this number 25 position. She hits it. We field it right up into the ceiling. Well played by Hendersonville Christian, and they're now down by only 1. This score is close to a tie ball game, 13-12. UCA clinging to a 1-point lead, now a 2-point lead, as 25 puts that ball into the net. Mary Counts, Mary Counts going back in. It looks like Mary Counts. No. Okay, sorry. I think Mary was under the impression she was going back in. I think that might have been Victoria that went back in. So that was a libero. Oh, I think we're in it. Not exactly sure what happened, honestly. I'd be surprised if we don't lose a point here. I'm not sure if we have had some kind of improper sub or out of position, but the refs are talking about it at the scoring table to my right. And now they're going to give UCA permission. I guess they got it fixed before the serve, so they didn't count that as an out of position. Lauren Pleasure sends a nice ball over. It goes right to Jade, and that's played over by Kylie Gomez. It's played back over, and Addie Woodson's going up for a spike. Boy, does she get a nice power on it. And it hits the roof and comes over. That is not a playable ball for the Hendersonville Christian Crusaders. They did get it over the net, but it hit the roof and came over. An illegal play. Lauren Pleasure's going for serve number 2. UCA up 15-12, up by 3. That's set to the front row. Kylie plays it off the net. Oh, I thought we were going to have that, actually. Kylie plays it off the net and up to Addie. Addie plays it over to Jade, and we missed the hit. So for just a second there, I thought we were going to get a net ball over. Those are the hardest, as you know, to get over, to get the balls played into the net. This is coming over short. Eva's diving for it. It was way too short to get that from the back, from that position. So we are at the libero serve, and that comes over short, but Addie plays it up. Eva plays it back in. Oh, mercy, I don't know how or why. Oh, she hit the referee's stand. So 15-15 the score. We're going to try to get this one up, and we do. Jade sets it up for Addie, who plays it over softly right behind the front row's head, and that ball's played out deep by number 13. So the good news is UCA has the ball back. Bad news is when they lose this possession of this ball, it's going to go to number 12, the server that got us in our early hole. So hopefully that will not be as difficult as last time. Okay, so there was a little substitution here, but I think we got it right. All right, Victoria's in. Kylie Gomez is out, and Eva Rickman's at the serve position. Power on that serve by Eva Rickman, but they do play it over. Addie Woodson gets it up for Jade to play it, and Jade back rows it to Eva. Eva puts power on it, but it goes down. Doesn't make it over the net. We got a 16-16 ball game. We are actually tied with 9 points to go in game 1. That's played deep. Katie gets a hand on it. Not sure if it would have went out, but it was very close. We've now taken a deficit. kind of been a back and forth game. Oh, this is our deep server, number 12. Oh, this is the one we had the most problems with. That hits the ceiling, but we can play it over as long as it comes back on our side, and it does. And this one's played over short. Addie sets it up. Now we try to play it from outside of the net. I don't know if you can play it from outside the net. I'm pretty sure you might have to actually come back into the middle before to play it back over, based on a result we had at the last game. This was a jumping serve. Somehow or another, that one gets played over by Lauren and unable to be played back by number 3, who's playing at the net, tried to get it over. And the Lady Mustangs are now 18-17, a 1-point deficit. And let's see if we're back at the top of our order. We should be, and Jade Babcock coming back to serve. Jade did well last time she was at the serve. Probably got 3 or 4 in a row. Here she goes again. She's got the jump. She's got the serve. It's hard. It's deep. It's a little too deep. That's too close. Maybe about a foot behind the line. 19-17. Substitution for Hendersonville. 14 coming in. 25 playing the front row. Number 13 back to serve. She might be their second best server, and somehow or another that gets up by Jade Babcock, and Katie plays it over, but this one's probably coming back. It's on the set right now. Back row, small hit. Eva gets it up high. Jade sets it up for Addie to play it over, and she does. But the libero steps in and sets this up for another comeback, and here it comes. Right at the net, Victoria jumps. Ball doesn't come over. 1-point game, 19-18 on a back and forth nail-biter game 1. Neither team really able to exert too much control. Addie Woodson now serving. She sends it over hard and too hard for the libero. She puts it way out into her crowd. Number 3 tries to field it back and doesn't make it. 19-19, tie ball game. Nice serve again. This one's to the libero. This one makes it over. The libero gets to the front net. The front row player, number 1, tries to play it without it being set. She's not able to turn and play it at the same time. The ball doesn't make it back over. We're up by 1. We have 5 points to go. Addie hoping to continue to add to this lead. That ball goes deep. It's played over. Number 3 and number 1 both kind of vying for it. Very close to the net. And they put it in the net. UCA Mustangs are now holding a 2-point lead on a really close game 1 at Hendersonville Christian. The Hendersonville Crusaders coach called that timeout with UCA holding a 2-point lead with 4 points to go before they could claim game 1. Hendersonville Christian Crusaders only have 6 points for them to claim game 1, so this is still a very close game. Number 57, Addie Woodson, strong and deep. And this is played twice in the back row up to the front row. She tries to play it with her back facing the opposing team. And those aren't making them over. Kind of hard to get those over unless you get them high. And if you get them high, they might hit the ceiling. So they're not working out for the Lady Crusaders at this moment. Addie Woodson with another strong hit, but this one dives below the line, doesn't make it over. We now have a 2-point game with UCA 3 points away, 22-20. Number 1 serving. This is a slow overhand deep serve that's played off the ceiling. The low ceilings here have been causing a fit for UCA. There's no room to play a ball high in this gym. Now they're ahead by only 1. This is another high ball. This hits her own side, so it looks like the Crusaders are paying the price for the low ceiling as well. Number 4, the libero, checks in over on the Crusaders side. And Mary Counts is actually subbing in for the libero on our side, Eva Rickman. Mary Counts in the front row, Victoria Dreger at the serve position. Victoria gets low. The ball goes high and deep. Played once, played twice. That comes over on a nice volley. Victoria gets that all the way over, and this comes over a second time. This is played up by Jade, up by Katie. Oh, no! That was too bad because both of them could have played it, but I think neither one knew who was going for it. Bad communication there, and actually forces another one-point scenario. 23 UCA, 22 Hendersonville, with Hendersonville having the serve. That's deep. Addie Woodson gets it up, but it's not going to make it. Tie ball game, 2 points to go. In volleyball, game one is always so important to set the tone. Both teams want to take game one. 2 points away are both teams. Victoria gets that up, but that hits the ceiling. Jade gets it up, and Mary plays it over, and we got some points. Whoa, that hit the ceiling, and two really fast decisions by our Lady Mustangs. Puts this within reach for the Lady Mustangs volleyball team. They are now 1 point away, and Katie Counts is at the serve. Katie could put us away 1 point. Really, really tight ball game. Here we go. Katie's up. She's to the short corner. It comes, oh, I thought it was coming over, but no, it hits the net, and the UCA Mustangs fans going crazy on this side. 25-23, game one after being tied 23-23 and playing the ball off the ceiling. Doesn't get much closer than that. So we are going to be in a best of five with the Lady Mustangs facing off against the Hendersonville Christian Crusaders varsity. And UCA now has a claim to game one. We have 2 minutes and 45 seconds, and we will serve for the start of game two. That was intense, man. That was. Came out of nowhere. Is it your birthday? Give me some of that birthday boy. Mr. Shaver? Lady Mustangs see the live stream going, and they look like they're ready for action on game two. Some high spirit. But you know how it can get. You know how it can get. They got to lay claim to game two. Then you can break the will of a team, but game one doesn't usually get it done. Oh, we got a group scenario for you here to live stream. I hope they can turn that off when they get on the court. Go from Groucho Marx to Nebraska volleyball in just under 1 minute. And we're back. This is game number two. Standing way behind the line, out of your vision of your screen, is Jade Babcock, who's going to get the first serve of this game two. The libero jumps in for Hendersonville, our libero, is now jumping in for UCA. Both liberos in the game now, and Jade Babcock ready to serve, waiting on the whistle from the head ref, which comes now. Here we go, up in the air, jump, and over. Well played to the back row. That's set. That's going to come over on a spike, but no. Very well set up, but number 13 unable to get a hold of it. Sends it into the floor, and we have a 1-0 lead in game 2. Jumping attempted serve and a miss. That's going to be 1-1. Hendersonville ball. Sorry about the shaky screen. I'm using a kind of a tall, thin tripod, and these Hendersonville rafters are very shaky. That was played up and close to the net. UCA unable to field that back. They have a deficit of 1 point. Currently 2-1. Hendersonville with leadoff server, sending us more meat. She sends them fast and hard. And that one is attempted to be sent over by Eva Rickman, but hits the middle bar that determines in or out, right in front of the ref. Another short played ball there. Just behind the back row, just in front of the, just in front of the back row and just behind the front row. Looked like there might have been some confusion on the part of Eva and Jade on who was going to field that. Here comes another one. Eva gets it up. It hits the low ductwork on the ceiling again. That's been our Achilles heel. And once again, we start with a 4-point deficit. Last game 4-0. This game 5-1. Down by 4 early going. Number 12, once again, sending over some ferocious balls. That was well played there by Eva, but comes back over. It's played up by Jade Babcock. Victoria finishes and gets it over. This is probably going to come back on a hard deep, but Lauren Pleasure plays it up. Jade Babcock back, and here comes Katie Couch with a nice hit. That goes to the libero, and 2 players dive for it on the Hendersonville side, unable to field it. We've gotten out of number 12 serve position with a 5-2 score, down by 3. And Addie Woodson, UCA's number 2 server, is coming back, number 57. Lauren Pleasure in the front row, and there it goes. Hits the ceiling and comes off hard. Oh, bless their hearts. 2 girls look like they collided. Both of them pop up quickly. No harm, no foul, but didn't look pleasant. Both of them going for a ball played hard off the ceiling by accident by one of the Hendersonville players. Addie Woodson setting up to serve her second. I think she's already blown the whistle. Addie throws it up. Over it goes. About to the middle of the floor, and she jumps up to try to get a back row spike. She gets really high, but the ball doesn't make it over. We're down to only a 1-point deficit now on the strength of some of Addie Woodson serving. 5-4 your score. UCA down by 1. Whistle blows. Addie throws it up. She goes with another overhand serve, and that one right to the middle of the floor on a strong, low serve and an ace. And the team celebrates her ace to tie the game. That's 5-5 ball game now. Addie Woodson setting up, throwing it up, and hitting it. This one's higher. Number 25 hits it to the other side of the floor, and Hendersonville plays it over. This one's going up. Lauren Pleasure plays it over. This ball is bumped, and it's spiked from the back row. And it's set up by Katie, and Jade gets it back over. Not sure what happened here, but there's a call by the ref. It looks like somebody got in the net. I think the call was somebody got into the net on the Hendersonville side. That's what it looked like. Addie's playing it. I didn't see it, so I can't say for sure that's what it was. And this ball comes over, and Jade gets it up high, and Katie gets it up the second time, but she gets in the back row. Eva hits it from the back row, but it was not playable from the position that she was in. Ultimately, we lose that ball, and we have a 6-6 ball game. Another close nail-biter. I don't even have hardly time to take a breath. Action's coming fast. Here comes number 13 on a beeline of a ball. Lauren Pleasure gets a piece of it, but it goes out into the Hendersonville crowd, and we are down 1, 7-6. This one's high and too deep and out of bounds. Addie Woodson with a good eye not to play that ball. We have a 7-7 ball game, and we're going to our third server.
Go UCA!
I don't know if I appreciate this over-officious ref saying they can't huddle on the floor. It's a little overkill for my taste buds. But I'm not wearing the blue, and she is. Actually, I am wearing Chelsea blue, but not referee blue, so I can't make the call. This is Victoria Dreger. She's low. Really short set, and an attempt to get it back over doesn't work for Hendersonville Christian. 8-7, UCA lead. They would like to huddle, but they can't. And Victoria Dreger is now going for her next low serve, and it's up. Oh, and it hits the ceiling. I saw that coming because its ceiling is kind of low. Eva Rickman checks in the back row as the libero. Lauren Pleasure's coming back to make it a 3-person back row. This comes deep to Addie. Played first to Katie, who tries to play it back in. That one didn't look like it was going to make it the whole way. That was actually not a great ball for the first hit, so we're going to have to try this again. But number one fails to get it over a second time, so we're going to have a 9-9 ball game, tie game. Doesn't look like we're going to have much room for resting in this crazy world of back and forth. 9-9, Katie Couts at the serve position. Spins it around a couple times and sends it over. That was nice into the back. This was played, though, on initially a set and then a deep put for the spike. And Lauren's coming up strong. Boy, she gives it a great hit and right in. It's one of the nicest looking spikes all day. Back row, strong, and just strong enough. Any more, that would have been out. But perfect positioning to get that in. We have a 1-point lead, 10-9. Katie Counts is deep, back row, front row just puts it over on the second hit, and Jade sets up. Looks like Lauren's going up again, but she does a soft one this time. Played back over, and this is going up for her again. She does a little harder this time, but underneath the net. And we don't get that one over, and we have a tie ball game yet again. Number 3 for Hendersonville, stepping back to serve. 10-10. That was fairly well played by Katie Counts because that was right in between both her and Eva. For a second, I thought she might have got it over, but actually came over outside the wire that separates the out of bounds. So that's going to be out of bounds called by the ref. That's maybe was too deep, but it didn't matter. Oh, nice play by Lauren. Wow. I do not know how that happened. I thought it was going to go out. Played up by Addie and played back so that Lauren could get just a hand on it. She played it over quickly with one hand, and it just kind of fell into our laps there with that nice play by Lauren. This one goes pretty deep and low. It's played over on the second hit by Hendersonville, and they tap it back over. Here goes the bump, and this is a deep put by Jade on the set. Here it comes back over again. Oh, almost a block by Addie Woodson. She gets hands on it, but it bounces off on our side. Kylie Gomez is checking in for Mary Counts. UCA's down by 1 right now. It's 12-11. And that was put in the net by the Hendersonville Crusaders. All right, Eva Rickman back to serve. Oh, they dove and got that one. UCA is not even ready for that to come back over. That kind of surprised everybody. The girl dove and got it over. They take a 1-point lead with their libero now ready to serve. Libero gets a nice swing at it. It comes over. Lauren puts it over on the first hit. Katie Couts puts it over on her first hit. Victoria puts it over on her first hit. And Lauren sets this up. Babcock quickly, but she puts it over. Katie up. Jade up. And here comes Addie for the finish. Oh, but another diving play by the Hendersonville Crusaders. They're definitely playing here. Here comes Addie. Oh, a really hard spike. Addie was not going to see that one come back, and it was not. 13-13. I don't want to press it. Okay. Thank you. What's up with it? I think it's not really much, but it's not red either. He's going to call it red. I don't want to press it. I don't have to. You could press it and press it off.
It only moved for a second.
Who's calling this guy? This is bad answer. All right, 16-14. Sorry about that delay. 16-14 your score. Oh, mercy. That comes off the ceiling hard. Katie sends it over. That hits the ceiling on the Hendersonville side and comes down. UCA 16-15. They're down by 1. Boy, Addie, nice serve there, and that one comes off the ceiling. That's a tie ball game on that serve by Addie Woodson. All right, Addie's back to serve, and here she goes. The serve is up. It's over. And here we go. This is coming back. UCA, Lauren Pleasure hits it up, and a couple of Mustangs looking at it, and ultimately it doesn't happen. All right, 17-16. UCA down by 1. Number 13 for the Lady Crusaders back to serve. And oh my goodness, does that thing just barely skim that net and come over. That's one of those that could have gone either way, but unfortunately it fell on our side. And 18-16 now, a 2-point game. Another nail biter in game 2. Neither team ready to relinquish any control of this match to the other. Number 13 whacks it pretty hard. Eva gets it up. Jade gets it up. And here comes Lauren. She's going to play it safely. And this is going to come back probably on a spike right here. That comes back to the back row. It's played and then sent over by Jade on the number 2 hit. Here's coming back over again. This one's short. Eva plays it over while falling to the floor, but this is coming back yet again. Boy, that was close. That was real close, but 19-16 your score. Here it comes. Oh, it's the ceiling. Babcock plays it up. Hits the ceiling again. We have the low ceiling blues, and we're paying a price for those low ceilings on this particular game, and we're actually looking a little shell-shocked at the moment, even though the game is still close. We're down by 4 now, though, 20-16, and Hendersonville looking to see if they can grab game 2 and make this a 1-1 ball game. Amber Kennedy for the UCA Mustangs calls a timeout. She's gathering her girls and probably giving them instructions to play it off the ceiling. You can play it off the ceiling all the way through the 3rd hit, but it cannot hit the ceiling on the way over after the 3rd hit. So doesn't matter how many times it hits the ceiling, it can be played on the same side of the floor. It looks like that's going to be a tactic we're going to have to get used to because these low ceilings are really causing us trouble. I did recognize when I was coming into this gym that it was kind of low, and I was actually trying to envision a gym inside this building. It did come down a really small flight of stairs, but the top of the building just wasn't high enough really for a high ceiling. So Definitely playable, but I imagine it affects basketball deep shots and volleyball high hits, as it's been doing tonight. So 20-16 your score. UCA down by 4. Thrown up by 13. Deep and out. Eva put an arm out but pulled it back and let that ball go deep. Now we have only a 3-point deficit. We're down by 3 with 20-17. Mary Counts going back front row, checking in for Eva. And Victoria Dreger getting low and sending the first ball over on her serve. She goes back to the libero. And that ball's going to hit the ceiling and bounce back. And they play it, but not over. They're having similar problems that we're having. And we now have only a 2-point game, 20-18. UCA trying to claw their way back in, not lose game 2. Getting very close now since Hendersonville's already hit 20. That's low. And somehow the girl fields it. I didn't even know if it was going to make it over. Addie plays it, but it's going to hit the ceiling. I think for just a second, the two girls were wondering who was going to play it. Addie stepped in to play it, but high. 21-18 now. 3 points down. 4 points to go for the Hendersonville to try to claim game 2. And Hendersonville's having trouble figuring out who the next server is. I'm not sure if they figured it out yet. As long as it's not 12, I can live with it. Number 1's going back. One throws it up high. She gets a pretty deep hit on it, but it looks like something happened there. I'm not sure what happened. It may have been over the line. Or no, maybe out of rotation. Yeah, looks like they were out of rotation. Yeah, I definitely thought they lost the serve on about rotation. It looked like they were going to serve again, but they sent it back over, and Katie Couts is now in the serve position. We have a 2-point ball game, 21-19. The ref in front of the scoring table having some conversations with the bookkeeping crew about the out-of-rotation call. She concurs with the call, sends it back to the head ref. Head ref blows the whistle. And Katie Counts is putting this ball into play. Here we go, back row. Second player has to dive to get it up, but does. Eva sets this up for Jade, who sets it up for Lauren, who puts it in, but, something's going to happen here. I guess the ball must have come over the net from an out-of-bounds position. Ref calls it out of bounds. 22-19. This is a 3-point game. UCA down by 3, but only 3 points to go before Hendersonville claims game 2. So UCA's now 3 points down and 6 points from the win. This ball comes over on a deep play. It's played back toward the basketball goal. And we are now only 2 points away from losing game 2. Lady Mustangs trying to shake out of a little funk. Crowd trying to cheer them on. Down by 4. Number 14 for the Hendersonville Crusaders throws it up, hits a deep ball back to Eva, who sets it over, passes it over, that is, to Jade, and Lauren comes in with a nice hit, but right to the server. Server's not able to make it back over. Not able to play it to her teammate to hit it back over. So we now have a 3-point game. We're 23-20. Very, very close here. UCA is going to have to string a few points together to have a chance to win this game. I don't know how we got away with that, but I think we stepped on the line and got away with it. Neither ref saw it, and the ball is out of bounds. So, hopefully, there's no replay in the building. Lauren gets back a little deeper on this serve, and it's 23-21. Here we go. She's well behind the line this time. And that's played over by Addie Woodson. It's coming back up, and it's coming back over. Lauren Pleasure gets it up. Jade Babcock sets it. Number 12 comes over the top of the net as Addie's trying to play it. She gets all the way over the net, but doesn't hit the net. So she plays that pretty smartly. Number 12 is one of their better players. She's also the strong server. And that side out has put the Hendersonville Crusaders 1 point from winning this match, 24-21. UCA now down by 3. And they have to win every point from here on out to have a chance to win game 2. Even a side out at this point will lose the game for the Lady Mustangs. They're making a couple of substitutions here. And Victoria Dreger's gone into the front row, and Eva Rickman is in the back row, hoping to string a few points together. She's got the ball up. That's a hard serve. Oh, they somehow get it back. That's a well-played ball there, but still played back. Looks like Hendersonville is just going to play it strong. Jade's trying to find position here. She sets it up over to Addie. Addie hits it hard deep, and it hits. UCA Mustangs not letting up. Again, they're a side out away from losing, but now it's a one-point ball game, and it looks like that Hendersonville Christian takes a timeout, knowing that if they let one more go, the ball game will tie, and the tide of this game could shift quickly in the Lady Mustangs' favor. 1 point down, 24-23. A side out loses it. Nerves are high in the gym. UCA Mustangs went wild on that deep spike that got us our 23rd point. The Mustangs fans are hoping for one more point to tie this ball game. And then you got to win by 2. So we could breathe a sigh of relief that the ball's not hanging on by a thread if we could get one more point to tie this ball game. All right. Ref's got the whistle in the mouth. She blows, she signals, and Eva Rickman spinning the ball. And wait a minute, there's a stoppage. Not sure exactly what's happened there. It looks like the speaker, they won't allow the music to be playing over the serve, and I hope that hasn't messed Eva Rickman up. She was about to throw it in the air. She's spinning it 3 times, 4 times, ball in the air. Here goes the hit, and it's over strong. And they dive, and it hits the net, doesn't come back over, and somehow the Lady Mustangs have tied this ball game to give them a chance to win game 2 when it looked like it was nearly hopeless, hanging on by a thread. Ref has blown the whistle here yet again, and Eva's spinning it again, and here it goes for another hit. That's strong, that's deep. Okay, that's going to come back in. Here comes, the libero does hit it over. Eva dives for it, she makes it over, it's hit again. Jades gets it up high. Here comes Addie with the hit, and the 1-point lead for the UCA Lady Mustangs. They're now 1 point from winning it themselves, and Hendersonville is clueless as to how to stop this onslaught. Fans are up on their feet now, probably shaking the camera and banging. Eva's spinning the ball, knowing that this could be the game winner. Oh, she doesn't. She smartly gets away from it. It's a jump ball, says the ref. She's going to let her have one more shot at this. Eva trying to remain calm, and the ball's up. She hits it strong. Oh, but it doesn't make it. And the Hendersonville crowd showing some love, as well as the Hendersonville bench. Now it's tied 25-25, and the Lady Mustangs have to fight their way out. Tie ball game. Mercy, I didn't want to see number 12 at the serve position, but there she is, and she sends over a brutal shot. We hit up into the ceiling. Before we even knew what happened, number 12 found herself at the serve, and she's sending over another Fast and Furious. She wants the ref to blow. She jumps. She hits it. Lauren Pleasure sends it back strong. That ball comes back over, though. Katie plays it up. Jade plays it over on 2. Number 12 hits it. Here comes the set. Back row. Nice spike there by number 12. She sends it up for Addie to try to hit it. Oh, number 12 gets it back over again. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute, the crowd's cheering, but the ref saw something. The ref has stopped the game and given that point to the UCA Lady Mustangs. I have to feel like somebody must have gotten the net. Her call, I didn't realize it had happened. The crowd's so loud, she may have blown her whistle and I not heard it. Nobody can barely hear her whistle. Jade Babcock is spinning, she's jumping, she's serving, that's low, and that's gonna, oh, they're trying to get it back, and they do. That ball goes up. Jade Babcock sets it up for Addie Woodson, jumps and hits hard to the back row, and it's a 27 point. 27-26. The UCA Lady Mustangs fighting hard to try to get a game 2 win. Jade Babcock now has a chance. Crowd back on their feet with the number 1 in the air. Here we go. Jade jumps. Jade serves. It's going deep. It's probably out, and it is. 27-27. The game that will not end. 27-27 now. Number 2 server for Hendersonville Crusaders. Number 13 has it. She's a strong server, but not as strong as number 12. That ball comes low, and we presume it's going out, but it does not. Very well played by Hendersonville, number 13. Put it right in that back spot where it was deceptively looking like it might go out. No dice, though. They now have a 1-point lead. This could go either way. We need UCA to try to stave this off, and she dives down. And Hendersonville jumping around. And I guess allowed to huddle after the ball game win. We're going to have to regroup now. That was a very emotional game. Woo! Mercy. Both teams had a claim on that game at one point or another towards the end. Both teams failing a couple of times to put it away, but Hendersonville ultimately getting what they needed to put that game away. 29-27, your score on game number 2. 2 minutes and 38 seconds from going into game 3, tied 1-1 here at Hendersonville Christian Academy. Game number 3 on a very interesting match against Hendersonville Christian. All right. Ref has not blown the game to start yet. Table rep was looking at the lineups. Those are done, and now that's played back. Almost scored a goal on the basketball goal that Eva, she hit it behind, bounces off the backboard of the basketball goal, and that's going to be 1 point for the Hendersonville Crusaders to start game 3. Tie ball game after 2 games, each team wrestling 1 game from the other. Both very hard-fought matches, both very close. And now we're going to go to the second serve. Number 12 jumps and hits it hard and low again. She definitely has a strong serve. I don't like to see it when she comes back and she's wrestled a 2-point lead. That one's played very well by Lauren. Up to Jade. Oh, my goodness. What a nice set. spike by Jade and Addie. Off the Lauren Pleasure back row dunk. We're able to get a 2-1. I'm not exactly sure why that second point was never put on the scoreboard. I don't know if that's my error, but I thought she hit 2 in on that first serve, but the scoreboard currently says 1-1. I think they'll figure it out. Boy, does Jade find the line over there. That was so close, I couldn't tell from my position if that was in or out, but the sideline ref and the head ref both say in. And now the UCA score is 2-1. I don't know if maybe that first point didn't count for whatever reason or if it just hasn't hit the scoreboard yet, but this is going to say 2-2 now. There's a substitution. You fans at home can figure out what happened. I have no idea. Scores though 2-2. Jade Babcock plays that. I don't know if it would have been in or out. That's definitely in there. Hendersonville celebrating as the score is now 3-2. They're up by 1. Game has been tight. All of these games have been tight. This is no different here. Game 3. It's a 3-2 ball game. Looks like we're in for another 50 points. Ball's thrown up. Ball's hit. Oh, my goodness. Do not ask me how, but that barely makes it over. I don't know if he could have gotten closer to the net without being stopped. Glazes the net on the way over and hits where we can't get to it. So this server's, I think, their second best server, number 13. And they got 12. Their best server serving first, 13 second. UCA is fighting to get out of this two-serve tandem. Now this one's a deep, and it's played up by Johanna, then played by Katie, and sent over smartly by Jade Babcock. He finds an opening in the hole. I don't know if he intended or just hit. She finds a very nice little spot in the center of that defense. And it falls to the floor and gives us a 4-3 ball game with Lauren Pleasure going back in for Johanna Green. Addie Woodson is now at the serve position for UCA. 4-3 the score. Boy, that was also low and barrel over the perfect spot. Addie Woodson, who's had a couple of real nice serves tonight. That one's no exception. 4-4 tie ball game. Low again, but too low this time. Doesn't make it over. 5-4. Hendersonville lead. Number 1 going back to serve. That connects with the ceiling. Doesn't even make it over after it hits the ceiling. Number 1 is subbed out by the libero. Victoria Dreger comes in for our libero. She's back to serve. That's kind of low to the middle of the floor. Played back in a back row spike. That's not going to touch the wall, but sent over too far and out of bounds. And we were not able to play that back. So we're down by 1. It's 6-5. Neither team really taking a hold of this ball game yet. Number 3 is back. She throws it up, and that one's not going to make it. 6-6 your score. This is Katie Couts, number 28. Serving for the United Christian Academy Mustangs. Up it goes. Well-placed ball, and hit again. And at last, the ref calls it a lift. I don't know if I appreciated that call. I thought if it was going to be called a lift, it should have been right away. She delayed it until she knew that the point wasn't going to score, and then she called it. I don't really like that. I like an immediate call for a lift, but the lift is the call. UCA loses that point. Now they're down by 1, 7-6. Ball's up in the air and over for number 14. Eva Rickman plays it up, and Mary Count's going up. Oh, she just barely gets it over, and it barely comes back again. And Jade's coming up for a strong hit. Jade says, I'm tired of setting. I'm going to go up to my own spike, and does very well with that one. Places it with authority in the center of the floor and ties the ball game for the United Christian Mustangs. substitution on the other side of the floor. 25 comes in for Hendersonville. Lauren Pleasure goes back for United to set up the serve. Up and over for Lauren Pleasure. Libero gets it up. Nice play by Katie Counts. This ball is coming back to Addie, who hits it deep and far, but too far and out of bounds. 8-7 now. Another back and forth. I don't know why I would have expected any different. All night long has been like this, and the score now 8-7, 1 point deficit for the Lady Mustangs. That ball barely makes it over, and we tip it up. It kind of ends up being between two players, neither of which play it back, and that's going to be 9-7 now, 2 point deficit for the Lady Mustangs. The libero, number 4, is serving for Hendersonville, and she wallops it, and it hits the net, and bounces clearly back into their own side. Strong bounce. Glad it didn't roll. And we got a 1 point ball game, 9-8, with Eva Rickman back. Victoria Dreger is running in. I think the United Christian Mustangs are having to work out how the libero substitutions work, because that is actually kind of tricky, and the refs get mad if it's done wrong. Libero substitutions have to come in behind the line, and official substitutions in front of the line. And the Lady Mustangs trying to get that figured out. In the meantime, we lose a point on that serve, and it's 10-8 now. This ball set over to Addie Woodson, who hits it deep again, a little too deep, and it goes out on the other side, 11-8. Number 12 actually spins the ball and is ready to serve as soon as the whistle goes. That's pretty deceptive on a way to serve quickly when your opponent's not quite ready. She prepares herself before the whistle happens. Very good server, number 12. Impressive game for her. They are up by 2, and now we got Jade Babcock with an impressive serve of her own. Deep, the barrel hits it. It hits the ceiling and falls. Great serve by Jade Babcock on the ace to make this a 1 point game, 11-10. Jade having a chance to tie the ball game. That is low. So on your 22nd point, the score is 12-10. Good play by Eva on that Lauren Pleasure short bump. That's going to come over, and Eva gets it. Jade gets it. Now here comes Katie, and she sends it. This ball's coming back, though. Here it comes. Jade sends it over to Katie. Katie sends it back, and Jade puts it over on the floor right where the libero is standing. She doesn't move and puts it over. Here she's coming from the back row. Two-hand hit over the net. Back row hit, but deep. That's 3 of the last 5 points we've sent kind of deep. We got to get our spot right. The power's been there, but we haven't had the placement. We're down by 3, fighting to try to get back in this match. That's a nice hit by Katie Counts, a nice play over by Jade Babcock. This is set to the back row, who hits it over on a pretty strong spike. This gets set up for Katie. Katie jumps back, misses that, comes back at her from the net, and the score now 14-10. It's like number 13 still serving. I guess we haven't got out of her serve position yet. She's back up. She sends it over. That looks like it's going to go out, and does. Right by the Chick-fil-A sign. Hope they got some chicken sandwiches for painting their logo on their floor. I think I'd demand some weekly or at least monthly chicken sandwiches for the name on the floor. Oh, that's hit over. Eva plays it nicely. Lauren Pleasure going up. What a strong hit by Lauren. But they are able to get it back, and it does come over on the third hit. Oh, right in the middle where nobody was standing. The entire team looking at each other like, whose ball is that? But nobody was near enough to claim it. Great hit by Hendersonville to find that open at the spot. And we are unable to capitalize on what was a soft set, or soft spike, I mean. So number 1's back. She's had some trouble at the serve spot, hitting the ceiling, hitting the net on multiple occasions. This one, oh my goodness, I thought it was going out. Oh, I don't know how he played that. Lauren was about to let it go out and at the last minute decided it might not go out and hit it up. I don't think our players were ready for that. But Jade smartly attacks the ball and gets it over, and Hendersonville not ready for it unless it hit the floor. 15-12, Victoria Dreger back. She stepped on the line. Man, that was just a little tiny toe on the line, and she called it. Wouldn't have mattered, though. Ball hit the ceiling as well. So it's 4-point deficit by the Lady Mustangs, 16-12. Ball up in the air, played over. Woodson gets it, but hits it out of bounds. And your score is now 17-12 with UCA incurring a 5-point deficit, trying to find their mojo that they had in game 1 and for part of game 2. That hits the ceiling. Addie smartly plays it over. Well, not over, but in front to Jade Babcock, and we missed that one yet again. So we're down by 6 now. A lot of long faces. We've got to find some magic here. This one played up and back by Lauren and out of bounds. Amber Kennedy, the coach for the team, has seen enough. She calls timeout, try to get the UCA Mustangs to huddle. Looks like the ref shouldn't have taken away our huddle. We don't have that every point encouragement we may need to fight our way back into this. Lady Mustangs having to overcome that. Down by now 7, 19-12. Hendersonville Lady Crusaders only 6 points away from taking game 2 and putting UCA in a really tough position to try to win both of the last 2 games. (19-12). Lady Mustangs down by 7. Hendersonville Christian still serving. Ref blows. Ball comes over short. Played and barely misses the ceiling. This is played over on point on hit number 2. Caught the Lady Mustangs by surprise, and they hit the gap. Now down by 8. This ball is up and deep, but Addie Woodson plays it. It goes up, and Lauren Pleasure's going to get a nice hit on that one. That was our first really nice-looking bump set spike. Not perfect placement on the first 2, but perfect enough. Lauren takes advantage and gets a nice spike on that ball. 20-13 with Katie Couch back to serve. She goes deep to the libero, center floor. Lady Mustangs really not attacking the ball when it's near them. It's a little bit of confusion on the part of our team tonight. Hoping they can find a little bit of attack. They need to attack that ball if they're near enough, because too many of these are hitting the floor, and we're now an 8-point deficit with only 4 points to go. This looks like, this one I thought it might be over. Eva Rickman hits a deep backboard to actually pull us to within 7, but still 4 points to go before the match is over. A near Herculean effort is going to be needed on this one. They put together a nice run when the last game was almost out of reach. Let's see if they can do it another one. They're 11 points down from winning the ball game and 7 points down from tying the ball game. This one hits the floor, or ceiling, comes over, and the net goal, another 9 for Hendersonville, unable to finish that. Lauren Pleasure bringing it to within 6. If we could get this close to 20, we would have a good chance of making this a run late. Oh, nice hit by Lauren Pleasure. Puts it right low to the barrow, who dives to get it, misses. She's trying to relax and get ready for the next one. Lauren's brought this to within 5. If she could do a few more. This one's nice and back. Oh, and that one hits the net and falls right back. We are getting some really nice balls and some really nice serves, and they're happening back-to-back, and somehow, some way, we have a 4-point game now with Lady Mustangs closed within 4. Lauren Pleasure, another deep hit. Oh, the young lady, number 25, ducks, thinking that it might go out, but no, Lauren has hit the spot yet again and brings this to a 3-point game. She's got a commanding control of the serve right now. Hendersonville not figuring out a way to get out of it. And Lady Mustangs found themselves in a position right now where they're down by only 3. So if they turned it over right now, they would be down by 4 with the Lady Crusaders 3 points from the win. So hopefully they can get just a couple of more and get this closer to 20. It's 21-18 right now. So two more points puts this in a very, very winnable reach without being too uncomfortable. Hendersonville a little too close for mistakes right now, only 4 points away from the win. UCA 7 points away from the win. Looks like the time on the clock has expired. Called by the Hendersonville Crusader coach to try to give her team a pep talk to get out of this funk and get out of Lauren Pleasure's serve. Lauren at her first year in UCA showing a nice skill on the serve set. And we're waiting for the ref to quit talking to the scoring bench. She's now signaled to the head ref, who whistles. And Lauren's thrown it up, and she hits it deep again outside. Oh, man. Ah, that was so close, but not enough. So we got to sweat this one out. So it's 21-18, and 12 is very close to the serve position. Thank heaven she's not there yet. She's over deep, so the next serve's probably number 12. Ball's up in the air. Ball is over. Addie Woodson plays it. Katie gets that high. Jade gets it over to Addie Woodson. Addie Woodson's spike is played back by Hendersonville, and Jade gets it up to Addie Woodson again, who hits it soft. Diving play by the libero gives him another chance. This is back to Addie Woodson again, who hits it deeper this time. Played by number 3. Here comes the set, and it's coming back yet again. So Hendersonville not giving that one up. They sent it over 3 times on pretty good spikes by Addie Woodson, but unable to convert the point there with the Lady Mustangs, and we have a 23-18. Now only 2 points away. That's what I was afraid of, is that it's so close, there's no room for error at all now. And this was played all the way to the net by Long, but not over. Lady Mustangs diving to try to get that played over, and now they're 1 point away from taking a 2-1 deficit on the Lady Crusaders. Reminds me of last year's game with the Lady Crusaders, where they won their home game and we won ours. All of them were really tight games. I'm hoping that if we do lose tonight, maybe we can have a chance to make that same script happen this time and beat them at our place. But it's going to be a tough win for the Lady Mustangs. They're going to have to win 2 in a row and be flawless. That ball hits and that game's over. Ladies and gentlemen, 2 games to 1. Lady Mustangs down by 2, or down by 1 game. We're going to go into Game 4. We're going to have to win Game 4 and Game 5. Game 4 will go to 25 points. Game 5 would go to 15 if it needs to be played. Lady Crusaders excited. They got their 2nd win on the night. The UCA Mustangs looking for answers in their huddle right now. They need to get this crowd pumped back up by getting some wins or some hard-fought volley points. Our crowd's kind of relaxed right now, waiting on some action from the Lady Mustangs.
plugs into the bottom of your laptop or your tablet, and it's wireless. Put your shirt or even more. Huge time saver. And a neck saver, too.
You know, with that big screen, I can just kind of stand here and talk.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I'm not sure the distance on it. I can probably look that up.
No, I don't do that. I don't do that. I wouldn't try to talk too far anyway.
You'd probably be like about right there.
Yeah. Because I have to actually turn it on basketball games.
Right.
It'll be Friday's game, right?
Yeah. Lord willing, I'll be there. Yeah.
What time do you think you're going to try to head out to go there?
Probably 2. Yeah. All right, Lady Mustangs fans, here's to hoping we can string some things together for game number 4. These have all been close matches. The third match was the farthest with a 7-point loss by the Lady Mustangs, 25-18. And part of the story of our night is just players being caught between two players, not knowing whose ball it is. This has been kind of a recurring theme for the Lady Mustangs. They might need to just dive for anything close because, that smacks the top of the ceiling and comes down quick. Built a 2-point deficit. The ref kind of got us in a discombobulated mess by not letting us do our standard huddle. I don't like that particular call by the ref. I think it's overkill. Jade was going to play that on the second point. It was actually a tough play by Jade. She found herself having to just tip that with her head. Victoria smartly ducked to give her a position to play it. And she got that over just barely. Hendersonville not able to get it back. Nice serve there by Addie Woodson. And Jade sets this up for Katie, who plays it over on a backhand. And this is going to come right back over. Here comes a put. Yeah, and she hit the net. So net the call. No, actually, it wasn't the player that hit it. It was number 1 who hit the net. So the center player for Hendersonville Christian goes into the net. The side ref finds it, calls it 2-2. Addie Woodson still back to serve on the 2-2 ball game. She puts it over hard and low. Somehow the Hendersonville player gets that back. This was being volleyed around. This is our first hit of this match. I'm sorry, of this particular volley. It comes back on a strong hit, but too deep to be played and out of bounds. And the Lady Mustangs take a 1-point lead in game 4. Addie Woodson serving well. That was another nice serve, but it is back, and Johanna gets set up for Victoria, who plays it over deep. This one's going to come back on another hit, and it does. Eva gets it up, and it hits Jade Metz. Oh, my goodness, that hit the ceiling twice, and we got it over. This one's coming back yet again. Oh, but number 13 foils it at the net. Looked like they were in strong position to send it over hard. Somehow, the Lady Mustangs turned what was, I thought, a lost point into a 2-point lead. Maybe that was a little magic we need to get back our mojo. It hit the ceiling twice on that last volley, but we got it over. And that one just barely falls over the top line. Number 12 playing high and gets it. This is kind of softly played. And Jade Babcock finds a really nice position on the floor. She fisted that one over in a nice back deep spot. Lady Crusaders not sure what to do with that, and it falls in the back. And Addie Woodson still holding on to the serve position. Throws it up high, over deep, and back. Libero tries to play it, no dice. Lady Mustangs now 6-2. Lady Crusaders having a crisis of their own. And Addie Woodson showing no signs of slowing. She gets closer to the line this time. Her toe is just pinching that line. I'm hoping that we don't get too close there. That was played over by Jade. It's going to come up for a back row set. And diving, Eva Rickman puts it over. But it comes back on a short hop. An emotional point for the Lady Crusaders, but they're still down on the scoreboard 6-3. Second server for the Crusaders is now up, number 13. pretty strong server, usually pretty deep, pretty consistent, and this is no different. It goes right to Eva Rickman, though. And a lot of discombobulated mess on the front end of that net play by the Hendersonville Crusaders. Ball hits the floor. UCA up now strong, 7-3. It'd be nice to win game 4 strong, then we could have a interesting finish on this one. That's low by Victoria Dreger, but the libero plays it back. Here comes Jade Babcock to set up Lauren Pleasure. Nice hit to the back row and in. Very nice hit. UCA finding a way to put a 5-point lead on the board with the score 7-3. Okay, this one's coming back. Number 1 jumps high. Victoria Dreger goes low to get it, but it was in a good position. Well hit by the front row pink shoe, number 14. She gives it to number 1 to go back to serve. UCA has a 4-point advantage right now, 8-4. 1 throws it up, hits it, goes right over to Eva, who hits it over to Lauren, who hits it back to Mary, who sends it over. This one's going to come back. And that one's hit deep and out of bounds. So a sizable lead by the Mustangs actually shrunk to a 3-point lead right now, 8-5. And number 1 sends it up into her own ceiling. She has good serves, but she's inconsistent back on that serve, number 1 for the Hendersonville Crusaders. That helps us when we need to go into our next server, which is Katie Couts. Katie Couts sends it over deep. Number 22 plays it high. It's played back again. Number 22 jumps to spike it from the back row. Not number 22, number 12. Jumps to spike it from the back row, misses. Katie Couts is going to get another serve with a 5-point lead. Underhand serve by Katie Couts. Short to the center of the floor on the outside. Number 14, a strong hit, but out of bounds. UCA now has a 6-point lead, up 11-5. Katie hits this one deep. This one's going to come on a set, back row hit, playable, and we service that over to Lauren Pleasure on a set. Lauren Pleasure spikes. This is going to come back again, though. Back row by number 12. Wow. A block by Mary and a little bit of an optical illusion. I thought at first that it got blocked and went on our side, but no, a blocking on their side. Wow. Crowd got excited on that block, 12-5 with authority. Hendersonville smartly calls a timeout, says, I don't want this crowd getting on me. Got some UCA chants going on, and the crowd's getting back in it. They just needed a little bit of live action, and they seem to have got it. 12-5, your score. UCA up by 7. Well, it's been since game 1 since I've seen smiles on the faces, and I've seen a few right now, up 12-5, 7-point lead by the Lady Mustangs. And Katie Couts still at the serve. Low into the middle of the floor. Again, this goes to the outside. It's set. This is another back row. Low hit. A diving Eva Rickman not able to put that in play. It goes out of bounds. And we are now down to a 6-point lead, 12-6. But always rather to try to play it than not. That would be the right motto there. Now this is going to go to Hendersonville. Hendersonville hits it. Addie fields it up to Lauren Pleasure. It looks like we have a net call. Into the net, the call. Jade sends this up to Lauren, who sends it over on a 2-hand bump. Nice play by Katie to dive and get that back to Lauren, who puts it over. This is going to come on a front row spike, but she doesn't make it. Great play there. Lady Mustangs having to fight for that one. 13-7 your score, 6-point lead. It's up and out of here. That's going to come back over, and Addie Whitson sets it up. Jade backpedaling to try to get to it, just behind her. She doesn't get the set off, and it goes behind her for the point for Hendersonville. It's going to be a substitution on Hendersonville's side with 25 now going back to serve. 5-point lead by UCA. Halfway to the win, 13-8. Boy, that was a well-placed ball, just barely over the net. Makes it a 4-point game. Nice play by Addie Woodson, but it hits the libero in the center of the floor. She sends it over for a bump spike, and Kylie Gomez at the net. Goes to play it, but it hits the top of the net. Doesn't make it. We got 13-10 game. UCA looking to see if they can get their mojo back. They've had it earlier in this game. They need it again. This one actually hits yet again. This server, I'm not even sure if she knows they're going over at times, but they are. And we're now down to only a 2-point lead. In danger of letting this lead go slip away from us. That's played high. Coach encouraging Addie to play that over. And this ball comes back to Katie Couch. He makes a dive for it, and now Hendersonville's tied the ball game, so their fans have now gotten some life back in them, and UCA fans waiting to see some action. It's 13-13. Game 4, tight race. So we're bottlenecking a tight race. One we had the lead in, but we've let that slip, and we've tied the ball game now. Lady Mustangs trying to fight their way to the next server. 25, not the most powerful server, but these are just kind of coming over low and weird angles, and that one was deep and actually not played back again. So we got a 14-13 with the Lady Crusaders finding a way to take the lead on this ball game. And 25 throwing it up yet again. She goes to the corner. Lauren Pleasure's able to get that over into play. And this is going to come back over. Katie sends it up to Jade. Jade sends it up to Addie. Addie with authority, but not enough. It's going to come over again. This is played over to Jade. Jade flips it back. She sets it up. Oh, and she does not find the spot. Boy, I thought she might have got it. And it was close to the line on the far side. Jade trying to find a spot to find the Crusaders out of position. We're now down by 2. And number 25 is just finding wild spots on the floor to catch the UCA Mustangs out. I'm not even really sure that she's trying to hit it to a certain spot, because there's not any rhyme or reason where the ball goes on these serves, but they are finding spots that we're not feeling. And we now have a 4-point deficit. Lady Mustangs must fight back, and they must fight back quick. 17-13 the score right now. Number 25 back again, and that one finds its way into the net. Woo! No more dancing by number 25. She danced on about half a dozen serves on that last round. We found a lead turn into a deficit, down by 3. 17-14 the score. Mary Counts and Kylie Gomez checking in. Mary Counts checking back out because she's making way for the libero. The libero, Eva Rickman's got the ball up and over. Nice spot on the floor. This is probably deep. No, the line judge says on the back line. UCA fans not happy with the line judge wearing the UCA shirt calling that in, but that was very close and likely in, but I don't know. I can't tell. W fans at home know. I do know we're down by 4, and this is a short ball that doesn't make it over. Woo, 18-15. Lady Mustangs trying to get back in this by winning game 4, but they're down by 3. And this one's coming over hard by Jade Babcock. It's set. It's played over deep. And we play that out of bounds. So we now have a 4-point deficit. We're getting into that dangerous territory. Once it hits 20, it gets real dangerous. We got 19-15 right now. Number 12, oh, she's the worst server. She's ready. The whistle goes, and she's already jumping. She has a method. She's ready to serve as soon as the ref blows. Coach Amber's seen enough. She wants a timeout. That makes them hit the 20. They're now 5 points away. Now 5 points away from making this a 3-game-to-1 win. Lady Mustangs, after grabbing game 1 and fighting hard on game 2, now not able to claim another game yet, but there's still room to go on this one. They are currently down by 5 with the Lady Crusaders in a position of 20-15. 5 points away from a win. Lady Mustangs would have to win 10 points. Unfortunately, I don't know if our girls are going to be ready for this, but as soon as they get back and play, that ref's going to blow her whistle, and this ball's coming in. As that number 12 watches her. She usually serves close after the whistle. She wanted to do it there, but the ref took her time. Now number 12's jumping. Now number 12 serving. This ball's up, hits the ceiling. And Jade dives for it. The ceiling play going to make that a difficult play. 21-15 your score. Down by 6. Number 12 locking in. That one's up. Jade's got a chance on this one. She sets up. Katie Couts on the outside. Oh, it hits the ceiling. Oh, but they get it over. That was close there. Johanna plays it up. And that is played a third time, but not making it. 22-15. The Crusaders trying to finish the UCA Mustangs off. Lauren Pleasure checks in for Johanna Green. Lauren Pleasure back row now. Number 12 waiting, jumping, serving. Right to Eva. She is ready. Jade sends it over to Katie. Katie bumps it over into a spot that should have actually let us get the point, but no. Hendersonville playing tough tonight. This is Addie Woodson who plays it over to the libero, and this is actually not played back. That was our first break. Crusaders sent a lot of stuff back. That one I thought they would get back, but they did not. Woo, we found ourselves down by 6 in a 22-16 match, and Addie Woodson sends it over, and the libero cracks that out of bounds. Boy, it feels like this is the same old for the last couple of games here. We're getting close, but the game's nearly out of reach. So we're 5 points down right now, and we're going to need Addie Woodson to try to get us to 20 at least before we relinquish this ball. This one goes up. This one's being set up for the back row, and number 12 is not able to get it back. We're now down to 4. Hendersonville coach not going to let us gain momentum, but we had a chance there to gain momentum. Hendersonville Christian coach wants to keep that from happening. She calls a timeout, probably pretty smartly. We're now down by 4, 22-18, but the Crusaders only 3 points from putting away the night. They're up 2-1 right now. This would be their 3rd win. Would put the game away. Lady Mustangs down by 4, trying to claw back and take it and tie the match. And force a game 5. Addie Woodson serving well. They're having a tough time getting any good hits on her balls. And this one's coming over pretty strong and outside. 25 plays it up. Here comes the set. And they can't get it over either. There's nobody on that side sending it over. I keep expecting us to have to fight for these points, but the Crusaders have found a funk of their own. And we're 22-19 right now. Everybody hoping on this side of the floor that Addie Woodson can manage just a few more points before we relinquish this ball over to them. That's played backwards. Jade plays it up. Katie plays it up. And here comes Eva to play it up. Back row to the libero. Front row for the set. And this is a spike, but high. Lauren plays it up. Jade's going to set it back over to Lauren, who's going to come up, and it hits. How did that? Oh, I guess it hit the. Oh, it's too bad. That's too bad. I thought we were going to get that one over, and it did hit the net and go over, but I guess it must have hit that wire. Out of bounds, the call by the ref. 23-19. This is in a fierce way, hitting. Yeah, once it hits that roof, you're in trouble. That roof sends it back in a hurry. And here are the Crusaders, 1 point away. Their fans are giving them the 1 point signal. Number 13 at the helm, second server, up and over. This is coming back. Addie Woodson plays it to Jade. Jade plays it up. Katie plays it over. And there it comes. And Lauren plays it over. Here it comes again. Jade up. Katie up. Lauren over. It's going to come back one more time. Jade up. Oh, good. She double tapped it. Now we got to figure out who's got to serve 4 points in a row. Looks like that lot's going to fall to Victoria Dreger, our only hope. 4 in a row. Very difficult to do. Hasn't been done much all night. Victoria gets low. She sends the first one over. That's going to make it straight to the libero, who sends it over. Number 3 tries to tap it over, thinking she's going to win it, but she fails to get it over the net, and we're now down by only 3, but we're clinging to 1 point away from losing the ball game and the match. Victoria's got to stay low and get these over. She gets low again. Ref blows her whistle. Oh, it's not going to make it. 25-21 your score. The Hendersonville team is jumping out of the gym, and their fans are cheering them on. Lady Mustangs fought hard. Maybe we can duplicate last year's 1-1 with Hendersonville. We beat Hendersonville at our gym, but we lost to them at their gym, and not in that order. They won first, and we won second. So maybe we can get it again. The UCA Lady Mustangs had a lot of good things happening tonight, but ultimately couldn't string it all together for a win. And hopefully we can see you guys Friday night. We'll try to broadcast from Dixon, Tennessee, west of Nashville. And signing off on Hendersonville Christian Academy with the Hendersonville Crusaders beating the Lady Mustangs 3 games to 1.
Where's that from?